Well, good morning, YouTubers. XRINFE here. It's been a long time since I posted anything new on my 737-300 build, so one of the guys in the Cockpit forum kind of prompted me to make a quick update video, so here I am. Let's see, what's happened since the last time? I believe we were getting ready to do stuff with the radio pedestal, but nothing was hooked up, so we'll start there. Since the last video I posted, I have completed setting up the comm radios. Those are running off AirInc. Those are real radios. I've set up the nav radios. Those are running more of an analog fashion, old school. The transponder is all set up and also operating off of AirInc. The ADFs are not set up yet. I have not done anything with this radar panel yet. Eventually I'll probably interface that. The audio panels are lit, but they're not doing anything right now. This is an ACARS panel, real one. I don't know, maybe some future use. It needs extra components in order to make it work, but it's kind of cool looking. Touch screen. The rudder trim panel's not hooked up yet. I did get a FDS flood panel so I can, regulate the lighting here. It's all hooked up. Controls all the way up through the throttle quadrant, as you can see. And it also controls the overhead floodlight in the overhead. I did also get a Flight Deck Solutions flight deck door panel. It's not hooked up or anything, but for aesthetics, it looks nice. Hard to find panel out there, so I just the Flight Deck Solutions stuff is so close to reality that it doesn't really matter to me if it's. I think they're a perfect complement to an OEM build when you don't have the real panels available. So thank you, FDS, for those. Have not tackled the fire warning panel yet, or the cargo fire warning panel. Those are future. They're not on the minimal. What I'm calling my MEL for flying online and instruments. Those are not on the MEL right now, so they come later. Overhead panel wise, not much has changed there. I've got right now, if it's not lit, it's not functioning. If I turn off my light here, you can see a little bit better. So the window heat panel's been operational for a long time. That works fine. Real deal. The bleed air panel works fine. I have not hooked up the PAX gauge yet. That's going to require some synchro setups, which I have not done yet. The pressurization panel works fine. That's the real deal. That old school rollers in there. They have this flight set for 28,000 feet. The APU panel's been up for a long time. I've still got to tackle the unlit panels all the way throughout here. So a lot of work on the overhead to be done yet, but again, I'm concentrating on things that are absolutely required for engine starting and doing an IFR flight online. So with that, move down. Obviously the MCP has been set up for a while. That runs off of AirInc. It's an old school, probably early advanced 300, or I would say a 200 advanced for a early 300 design, but very familiar to all of us. It's just got the roller digits in it. So again, that's been there. Nothing new there. What else is new? We had the CDUs running already. Those are both real CDUs. I believe we had the radar and traffic working before. I'm sitting in Seattle right now on Sunday morning. This is real weather via Active Sky. We can kind of hear that Active Sky radio when I turn on the 122.0.
Kilo Sierra Echo Alpha Airport information. Foxtrot 1453 Zulu. Weather wind 145 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition. Few clouds at 2,600. Ceiling 9,000. Broken ceiling 10,000. Overcast. Temperature 92.5. Altimeter 3003. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Foxtrot.
So there you go. Obviously the radio is working. What else? The other thing I completed was the fuel gauges are up and running. Those are actually working now. Engine instruments have been working for a while, as has the standby ADI. Should be on RTO. We just completed, well, a couple things. I had to put in a little DME dimmer pot, because we hooked up the DMEs on the HSIs. There's a extra knob on each side that wouldn't be in a normal plane, but it's handy in here because you can actually use it to dim the digits down if they're too bright, or bring them up really bright. The DMEs are working. It's DME 1 and 2. I don't know what's plugged into the nav radios right now as far as what's active here. But the nav radios work, and you can see as I flip that, CDI needle's working now. 2 front flag you can see is working, and of course the DMEs are working. If I go up here on the MCP and adjust the course, you see that that's all working fine on the real HSIs. If I adjust the heading bug up here, 004, as I turn that, obviously we're taking off on 340 here, so probably want to put this over to 340, runway heading. Like so. The other thing we just got up and running, actually this weekend Rob was out and we worked on the radar altimeters. So those are up and functional now. There's still some adjustments I need to make because the pots that we're using to drive this, the one that I have, seems to have a little bit of a fault in it. It's not providing enough voltage for me to get this needle swung all the way behind the little window there on the top, when we go above 2,500 feet. It just barely shows, and that's a voltage problem. It's supposed to take 28 volts, and we're only getting up to like 27.5 through the pot, so I have to correct that, but it still works fine. If you adjust the decision height, and I'm going to just bring it up above 0 here, you'll see the decision height light comes on. It's kind of one of those cool little lights with a little shutter inside it, so you can make it, open and close a little bit brighter, kind of like your marker beacon lights. These are the old school ones, which all work. There's also a DH light on the HSIs, so this gauge actually sends a signal. It actually closes a switch signal to light up that DH bulb on the ADIs as well. So a little redundancy there. There are versions of this that don't have this, I believe, and because there is on the altimeter, the barrel altimeter too, there's you've got a bug there. I'm not sure if that bug can be connected. It's normally the radar altimeter that does, but there are probably ones with no light on them, and because they're already using the light over here. So in my case, mine have lights on both. Kind of cool. Both sides work. And I think that's about all that I've gotten further. You can see that the radar is working. That's been up for a long time, like I was talking about the weather. Kind of in overcast skies. If I looked at ForeFlight right now, let's see if I go to center myself on the map here. Yeah, it looks like Seattle area's got some storms, light rain and precipitation out there. So it's depicting what it sees from the sim, and it's working wonderful. We're sitting on the ramp. Engines are running. I'll do a quick little takeoff here, and one-handed takeoff. Let's remove the mouse from the glare shield. It doesn't belong up there. No traffic inbound on the. Looks like I'm going the wrong direction too, folks. And I didn't really plan any flight plan here. I just looks like the wind's coming around from the opposite direction, but it's not strong winds right now, so. I don't know what the hell. I gotta get my hands back on the. Whoa. Okay, so we'll try to do this one-handed. Auto throttle down. Gauge. Now, I am only getting 14 frames right now because of this weather, so it's actually slowing down the sim. Really need to probably add more computers for the visuals because it's getting pretty intense on performance requirements. There's the rotate. Positive rate, gear up. I did get the flight directors working too. You can see here, turn this on and off. Pretty cool. You see the oh, there's the beacon lights. It's pretty cool. They flash. Heading bug. Then heading select. We'll see the flight director move. There we go. This one's really sensitive. That one on that side is a lot better. Still looking into that. That one's really smooth over there. We think that there's maybe a difference in the type of ADI, maybe a different revision level. That one is super smooth, as you can see. This one is it moves really fast. So it could be a calibration issue, but if I just get off a little bit on the steering here, it really, jumps around. Well, anyway, hope you enjoyed that. That's a little update, and as I update more, I'll do another post. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.